One thing that he said is that
because you just won't notice that you're in the danger zone because there's no on-screen notification that you're close to death, which is frankly common in these fast-paced action games.
And then he go ahead. A few minutes later, they showed this footage.
One time an enemy just froze and didn't do anything. It was mostly time
because you just won't notice that you're in the danger zone because there's no on-screen notification that you're close to death,
Which, look at that red color area. Do you see the red color area? That's the indicator. What? Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's me, Jeff, right here. And today, we're gonna go and talk about Lost Suicide. So, what is Lost Suicide? Lost Suicide? Oh, shit. Lost Suicide. Well, as the title said, there's a lot of bad press and bad ill intent footage that you can see around the internet, but right now it is getting lesser and lesser, and people are really starting to enjoy the game after 3 days of the game release. And today is the third day, the day 3 of the game release, and the game was released at 29, and today is 31st. And so there is only one video that it has comes out with a first impression review kind of stuff, which is game ranks. And like what we journalists these days, right? Nobody actually trusts IGN anymore because everything is like 7 out of 10. Nobody actually even care about PC Gamer, and don't even start with Kotaku. Like, fuck Kotaku, that's just it, right? But if there is a channel that I might like a decent one, that is Game Ranks. And I was watching, and because they put out before you buy, like the very infamous video, so I was watching it, and it's just basically him just ragging on and just talking shit on the game. Like, that's just it, right? The whole thing, there's good stuff coming in. He tried to say the good stuff, but then shut it back down with something negative, like something like this.
The levels are actually pretty fun to run around in and explore. Exploration is always limited, though, even in the rare area that's designed to be more open. But when they give you something interesting to do or throw in a unique platforming challenge, it's really just not all bad. The game just falls back on tedious action game design cliches too much.
And that's just like a small example. There's still more of it, right? Like he said about the combat. The combat might be the best thing that you ever played or something like that, but then it's not like the best thing. And like, which one is it? Like, is it the best thing or is it not the best thing? Like, even though the story might be interesting in the first place, but then the story is the problem, that it's being all boring. And like if this game has more stories, like, which one is it? Is it like the story is good or is it the story is bad? He just kept going up and down, up and down, up and down non-stop. But before we go more deeper dive into this, I want to show you guys one clip.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
So what do you do?
That's the great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Base?
So now that you have seen this, we might know that, like what Denzel Washington said. Nowadays, people really value like speed. It's gonna be fast. It doesn't really matter whether is it true or not, right? So that's what I feel with this. Like, the problem how like Game Rank is being so bitter and just ragging on the game, and a lot of there's lack of reviews and stuff like that. And I think this game wanted to release the game on day 1 with everybody else. Nobody's getting a review copy, nobody's getting any of those. So every review channel, everyone, IGN, Game Ranks, they are all getting that review copy during day 1. And that's why it only takes like 3 days for, Game Ranks to actually make the video out. And maybe because of that, like, they don't feel special. Like, oh, we are journalists, okay? We should be special. We should be getting the game like 1 week earlier or something like that, dude, so that we can make a video out of your video game. And they did not get that special treatment, so they are all like, fucked up and bitter and stuff like that. That's just how I feel when I was just looking at the whole clip, and because there's so many contradictions. One thing is, let's dive into the video. One thing that he said is that
because you just won't notice that you're in the danger zone because there's no on-screen notification that you're close to death, which is frankly common in these fast-paced action games.
And then he go ahead. a few minutes later, they showed this footage.
One time an enemy just froze and didn't do anything. It was mostly Tom.
Because you just won't notice that you're in the danger zone because there's no on-screen notification that you're close to death,
Which, look at that red color area. Do you see the red color area? That's the indicator of, you are in danger and you are dying. So it's just blunt lie. They just lie about the game. They just don't want the game to succeed. And I was like, man. So some context to you guys. I played the game for more than 20 hours now. I think around 20 hours ish, and I've been reaching into all the 4 weapons. I got everything else, and IGN did mention that this game is not really like an RPG. I mean, sorry, not IGN. GameRanks mentioned that it's not really like an RPG or something like that. But it's actually kind of, yes, it does has RPG element. For example, something like weapons upgrade. Like when you can see this, yes, you can stack up the weapons. You can, make your own weapon and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Like, yeah, GameRanks did actually mention this, but did not really get into the deep dive of it. It is more complicated or more simple or more deeper than we actually think it is. This game gets more and more interesting over the time, instead of like it gets like high and then down and then go. So we come up with this theory, like what really happens with this game. Most of the game, like journalists, especially game journalists, they all played the game for 2 or 3 hours, or maybe even 4 hours, then they start making reviews of the game. They don't really finish up the game before they make any reviews or anything like that. They just play a bits of it, right? Like a few hours, then they make that's what their memes come from. Like IGN played this a few, and then they got like the journalist difficulty and stuff. And apparently, that's what
Especially around the midway point where the game just starts going nuts with bosses who are invulnerable until you break their stagger gauge. It's not like this game doesn't feel tedious and drawn out enough. Now you can't even hurt these bosses who already have massive health bars, and they somehow find a way to make it worse when enemies have both invulnerability shields and can fully heal themselves. Because that's super fun.
Yeah, like, you can see that, right? He's complaining about the difficulty of the game and stuff like that. And I just don't really want to go there, because I think GameRanks is really one of the decent one of the good one out there in video games, like, like all this journalism or something like that. But I just can't stand to see the blunt lie, because I played the game and I played it real far, and I get a very different experience. This game is super cool and nice. Well, GameRanks mentioned that there's no interesting bosses, but what the hell is this? Oh shit, Master Neba window.
何者だ。なぜここにいる。私はマスターネバーを見る。貴様を葬る者。
Holy crap! You don't have to do that all the time, dude. Holy shit, Hakke 64勝。
俺が攻防一体の陣形だ。風をうなれ。
All this? What the hell? Holy shit, you gotta... Get automata set? Or this? What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now?
気をつけろ。
Wait, what?
主の仲間の気配が一切なくなった。あの女、主を殺す気だ。
Wait, what? Holy shit! It just keeps coming, okay? That's more and more. I mean, like, let's just give you one more.
大量のギフテッドエネルギーを地面に送り込んで。
形はエネルギーを集め、エネルギーは形に従う。
危ない。
Wait, the floor will just keep burning? Would you just look at that? That's pretty cool. It's a very, very cool game. It has a lot of nice fun element in it. It is very nice. It's just, if you're an action game lover, this is for you. Like, I just can't believe why everybody is just not giving it a chance to play the game properly, right? Beat the game, then make a review. Like, I don't know, but again, to be fair, this, before you buy, it's a first impression video, if I'm not wrong. I'm not pretty sure though, but that's what it is, right? So for those who really concerned about the game, whether is it really good or is it really bad, so many people talking it on that side. Like, for my side of point of view, let me just share a little bit about my first impression. I think the game started slow. It was like, man, then it goes good. So, like, the theory that we wanted to talk about earlier is like, because game journalists, they just play game for 4 hours. So Expedition 33 has a very great hook in the very first hour, right? The very first hour, it just dive you in, and over there is like bam, like the crazy scene, you know, everybody dive into that island, and then, you know, a lot of things happen. It's such a great, like, you know, hook in the very first hour. And so the game go like boom, and then just go like but then it get like a bit slow, and then it drop down, and then after the painters prom again, right? Because they got like a season 2 or something like that happens with a very big twist. And that's what I felt about the game. So, but this game, and Lost Soul aside, it's like, it's slowly up, but it just slowly goes up. It doesn't have a boom, but it is decent, and it is great, and it is fun, and it is good. But it goes up slowly. It slowly builds up the thing. It's very old school. It's like a very nice action, and got development on the characters and stuff. So this is why I really concerned about game journalists these days, because they don't really play the game properly. Back in the day, character development is a thing in a video games, you know. So like, even in show or media these days, right? Like, you know, there's a problem, and they have a lot of weird narration and stuff, and they just stop, like what happened in Avatar. But then we do have good character development in video games back in the day. I mean, like, I don't really see that much anymore these days. But for example, in Tales of Series, it's like a game called Tales of Beast or something like that, with a character development where he's a brat, but then he's slowly, like, you play the protagonist is a brat. It's a cheeky brat and stuff like that. But things happen. He grows into this very matured guy, and he just get more and more interesting. So it's just something like that, right? This got like an action development in the game. You get a sword, you get your great sword, you get your pole blade, and then after that you get your scythe, and then you can do more crazy things. Not only that, you can even double jump, and then you got your triple jump, because it's a jump dash. So the more you play, the more things that you get. And I think that's really good, and it's really fun, and it's really cool, because it doesn't really just throw you everything in one go and just hope for you to just expect, like, you know, you can know everything. I think that slow development, like, now you get used to this control, but now, yes, I click this same button pressing combo for so long. Now I can click, like, I can add one more button, like, okay, I did like square, triangle, square, palm, and then, you know, but now I can like square, triangle, square, charge, palm, you know. Now you can do more, and then you can slowly just get yourself strong, That development there, it's definitely great. Like, all the gameplay, the action is nice. And not to say weird shit, this game music is made by Yoko Shimamura. I think that's the name, right? The lady who actually made Final Fantasy 15 music for Final Fantasy. They actually hired Yoko-san to actually make the music. That's impressive, and that's crazy. That's why the music was so great, right? Yoko Shimamura actually play a part in the song as well, in the OST. I was surprised. That's why the OST was so good in the game. And next thing is the character in the game. They designed so well every single one of the character. I don't see game ranks talking about this. Like, I don't know why Western, like, journalists or Western people, they like to just shut down on all this like looks and, you know, appearance of a video game characters and stuff like that. Like in Asia, I mean, like, for me, I'm in Asia, and I think those are really important. Why the hell do you have a character picture at your disc if that's not what you're selling, right? Then just name it Lost Soul aside. Put Dark Souls, just Dark Souls without that armor guy, if appearance is not that important, right? What the hell are you talking about? So I don't even know what the hell is going on with this weird, I don't know, bandit moral looking thing with trying to culturally appropriate the thing and shit. No, the character looks amazing. It's just great. everything about the game actually it just starts slow and it's great. There is character development. You do speak to every single character. You slowly get to know who are these characters one by one. For example, this lady, huge spoilers though, I hope you guys don't mind, but this lady right here, she is the Ara lady, right? She loves rocks. She just loves rocks, that's just it. But you know, but she's pretty. And then you can look at this girl right here. She likes to flirt with you. She's probably the, I don't know, the female heroine in this game, if I'm not wrong. She might be the lover of Kaiser, which is the protagonist of the game. So what I'm trying to say is, like, this game is decent, right? I haven't finished the game. I will make a proper review once I finish the game, but I just wanted to, you know, just raise some concern on how people are just shutting down the games and stuff. Even in Twitter, if you check Twitter, there is this one guy trying to shut down the gameplay, trying to show, like, you know, trying to cope, showing like, look at this, like, it's a demo. He played the demo version, and I'm not pretty sure where is it. And I think it's like a tutorial session where the enemies doesn't hit you because he's waiting for the tutorial. And then he's like, look at this NPC. Oh man, it doesn't really hit you. But what the fuck is this then? Let me show you this. Exactly. Crazy hard, like crazy extreme, fast-paced action-like game. It is so cool. So I would not stand by it. I think this game is really underrated. They do have a lot of concern with optimization. I do agree with on PC. But on PS5, right? I bought it on PS5. On PS5, it's fine. Okay? It's fine. I mean, like, most of the people that are hating on the game, I mean, like, I'm just gonna be bitter here right now a little bit, right? They are just PC gamers. You know? They can't run the game properly. Meanwhile, us PlayStation gamers, yep, we're just having fun. We're just having real fun with the game. But yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about this, and that's just it. So I don't know, what about you guys? Do you guys enjoy Lost Souls? Have you guys played the game? Are you guys still hesitant to play the game? Well, stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see something like, you know, like something positive. I'm gonna be biased. I'm not even gonna be proper, right? If you want to see something good about Lost Souls side review, watch my videos later on when I, you know, finish the game and make the review. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys again on the next one. I hope you guys, you know, have a great day. Be seeing ya. Drop that bitch.